Good afternoon, welcome to Vanik IAS. We'll discuss current affairs MCQs. You can see the last video we have discussed around 40 questions, and from this video we'll continue. So consider the following statements. X-ray fluorescence is commonly used to study composition of materials in composition of materials in a non-destructive manner. You should study the composition of materials in a non-destructive manner, and when the sun gives out solar flares, large amount of X-ray radiation falls on the moon. Large amount of X-ray radiation falls on the moon. So which of the following statements are correct? See, X-ray fluorescence is a commonly used to study composition of materials. X-rays are used to study composition of materials. It is also used in case of healthcare system, right? By that, the structure of a particular component is analyzed. So first statement is right. Next, when the sun gives out solar flares, large amount of X-ray radiations falls on the moon, triggering X-ray fluorescence. Yes, large amount of X-ray radiation falls on moon. So X-ray fluorescence, that is seen that occurs in the on the moon. Here both the statements are correct, right? So from sun we see both radiations of like ultraviolet rays and also radiations like X-rays fluorescence. Okay, this is especially this X-ray fluorescence phenomena. It is seen, it is observed by ISRO, and it is observed that the distribution of there is sodium distribution in moon surface. Sodium distribution in moon surface. Distribution in moon surface. There is sodium distribution in moon surface. That is, and they have, the ISRO has observed that. Okay, by X-ray soft X-ray spectrometer. And by the Chandrayaan-2, ISRO has observed that there is X-ray fluorescence on the surface of moon. So both the statements are correct here. Next question. Consider the following statements regarding tomato flu. Tomato flu, it was news, especially in the southern states, that it affects children below 5 years of age. Yes. Tomato fever or tomato flu, it is also called as tomato fever or tomato flu. It is it occurs below 5 years of age, and there are various types of symptoms, like for example rashes, skin irritation, rashes, dehydration, vomiting. These things occur these are symptoms of tomato flu. And another thing, joint pain also develops, stomach cramps, nausea, diarrhea, all these things develop, right? High fever, body ache. So multiple cases. There is also changes in some color on the legs and hands. That is tomato fever. Some tomato like rashes are developed, red like rashes. That's why it is called as tomato fever. This flu is non-contagious in nature. It is wrong. It is contagious. That means gradually it will increase, right? The symptoms will resolve. The symptoms if someone is infected with this flu, they need to be kept in isolation, right? Because it is contagious and it may spread to others. That's why isolation is required, like the like in case of isolation is required, like in case of COVID-19. So this is contagious. So second statement is wrong. This flu is self-limiting one, and there is no specific drug for this. Yes, it is a virus. There is no specific drug for this. It is self-limiting one, and that means symptoms will resolve after some particular of time. For example, like in COVID-19, hardly the effect will be 14 days. After that, it will be over, right? So there will be some medications to decline the effects of COVID-19. There is so that it is called as self-limiting medicines, self-limiting diseases. So this option is also right. So 1 and 3 options are right here. B is the answer. Indian remote sensing IRS satellites. Indian remote sensing satellites are mainly used for which of the following purposes? The IRS satellites these are usually the Earth observation satellite. Earth observation satellite, right? They are satellite. Usually they are launched at low Earth orbits. Low Earth orbit means its range is 180 km to 2000 km, right? As these communication satellites, especially communication satellites, are used. It is launched at 36,000 km or 35,790 km. More precisely, you can say 35,790 km. This is communication satellites. Locating groundwater resources. So what are the application of these Indian remote sensing satellites? So these only communication satellites are launched at so high, so distance, and they are responsible for communications. And Indian remote sensing satellites, they are used for mineral exploration, right? Mineral exploration. If there is any mines is present in any place, then that will be it can be determined by Indian remote sensing satellite. Then assessment of crop productivity. Assessment of crop productivity. This can be also done, right? For example, recently the Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, FBY, PM FBY scheme. It has made a mandatory drone, right? The inspection will be done by drone. What is the productivity of the crops? If there is a drought, then government will pay the amount of insurance, right? Right. Then government gives the amount of insurance. So this is, and these things will be done by the IRS satellites. This will also promote precision farming. What do you mean by precision farming? Precision farming means, what do you mean by precision farming? Precision farming means to have highest agricultural productivity when all the parameters of agriculture are observed properly. For example, all the parameters of agriculture means, when can we have maximum productivity? Maximum productivity will be achieved only when there is maximum productivity will be achieved only when there is proper many parameters. For example, exact amount of water that is needed, exact amount of water, exact amount of fertilizer, right? Exact amount of water, exact amount of fertilizer, exact amount based on the moisture, a most appropriate seed, and that is by calculating the soil moisture and the soil quality by soil health card. So particularly it should be, everything should be exact. That is called as precision farming. Satellite based farming is called as precision farming, because every year the climate will be different. Climate will be different in different areas. So the soil quantities is the soil nature is different in different areas. Based on all these things, satellite will give information regarding the weather of that particular or the climate of that particular situation of particular area. Based on that, they will give the recommendation what type of seeds should be used for the best productivity. So assessment of productivity is done by also IAS. Then coastal and disaster management. Coastal and disaster management, it is also done in coastal and disaster management. It is also done by IAS satellites. Telecommunications. Telecommunications. It is also telecommunication. It is especially it is done by the, I have already said that is done by geosynchronous satellites. So telecommunication is not done by IRS satellites. Locating groundwater resources, this is also done by IRS satellites. So 1, 2, 3, 5. B option is the right option. So for us in remote sensing satellite is concerned, I have said this is precision farming. Remember this precision farming part. Next. Next. Consider the following statements. Hypertension or elevated blood pressure is a condition that is having systolic blood pressure level greater than 140 mm Hg, and India's Hypertension Control Initiative IASCI aims to eliminate prevalence of blood pressure by 2025. According to National Family Health Survey, southern states have a lower prevalence of hypertension than national average. Which of the following statements are incorrect? The question is about incorrect. First statement is correct. Hypertension. Definition of hypertension: elevated blood pressure condition. Right? When it become narrower because of cholesterol or something else, then pressure of blood increases. When blood vessel become narrower, then pressure of blood increases, and blood, that is when become more than 140 mm of Hg. India's hypertension control it cannot eliminate a particular, we can control it, we cannot eliminate, because it is a non-communicable disease. It is non-communicable disease, not contagious disease. So you cannot eliminate it. It is a lifestyle disease. You can eliminate the lifestyle disease, because the ultimate reason is not spreading of a particular disease. The ultimate reason is the lifestyle of people itself. We cannot change the lifestyle of people, right? Who is taking high quality food, we cannot control. So we can control the hypertension in this control initiative, but it is difficult to eliminate the prevalence of blood pressure by 2025. Hence it is wrong. According to National Family Health Survey, southern states have lower prevalence of hypertension than national average. No, this is wrong. Southern states have higher prevalence. Why southern states has higher prevalence? Because southern In case of southern states, most people are associated with, for example, service sector, right? Because their education literacy is very high, so generally they work on a service sector. There are few people are working in manufacturing sector. But in case of northern states, there are many people are working as manufacturing sector, and literacy is low. That's why you can say that southern states has lower prevalence of blood pressure as compared to the northern states. So three statements is wrong. Statement three is wrong. For measles, the symptoms appear around 10 to 14 days after exposure to virus. WHO recommends measles vaccine must be a combination of measles rubella and measles mumps rubella. In India, universal immunization program covers vaccines for measles. Which of the following statements are correct? Yes. Last statement is correct, that in India, universal immunization program, that is what we call as Mission Indradhanush. Mission Indradhanush 4.0 is already launched in 2022. So this is to in case the vaccine, the use of vaccine by most of the people, Mission Indradhanush, and the symptoms around in case of measles 10 to 14 days after the exposure to the virus. Before the 10 to 14 days, it remains asymptomatic. The WHO recommended it should be combination. No, there is no either one. You can WHO recommends that measles rubella or measles mumps rubella, either one vaccine can be given. So 2 options is wrong and 1 and 3 options are right. Which of the following missions have objective to ensure return of humans to moon? A return of humans to moon, it is Artemis mission. Artemis mission, it will ensure return of human to moon. Artemis mission is launched by ISRO. Okay. Artemis mission is launched by NASA. Chandrayaan 3 will be launched by ISRO in 2023. Chandrayaan 3 and OSIRIS-REx, it is launched by NASA to study asteroid. It is to study asteroid Bennu. To study asteroid Bennu. OSIRIS-REx mission is used. And what is Parker mission? Parker mission is to study solar energy particles. To study solar energy particles, Parker mission is launched, or solar corona. Aditya L1 mission launched by India. It also study solar corona. Similarly, Hayabusa mission, there is also Hayabusa 2 mission that was gone to to study asteroid Ryugu. It has Hayabusa 2 mission, it is Japanese mission, Asteroid Ryugu. It has brought around 10 gram of soil from asteroid Ryugu. So these are the mission, important missions. InSight mission is also important. InSight mission. InSight mission, it is launched by NASA to study interior of Earth, to study interior of Mars, to study interior of Mars, to study interior of Mars. NASA has launched InSight mission. Okay. In a narco-analysis test, a drug is injected into the body of the accused, which transports them to a hypnotic and sedated state. In their imagination is neutralized. Question is regarding narco-analysis test. In a polygraph test is based on the assumption that physiological responses that is triggered when a person is lying is different from that would be otherwise. That is polygraph test. Both narcoanalysis test and polygraph test have been proved scientifically to have 100% success rate. See, 100% success rate. This is something impossible. So 3 is wrong. But first statement is right. In case of narcoanalysis states, drug is injected, so it becomes a hypnotic condition or some sedated condition. So then imagination is neutralized. Then whatever a person, when the question is asked, he says the truth. In polygraph test, that if you are, whether you are saying lie or whether you are saying truth, that will be triggered by your heartbeat or similar responses. That is called as polygraph test. So 1 and 2 options are right. One Health approach focus on. What is One Health approach? One Health approach focus on food safety, control of zoonosis, combating antibiotic resistance, control of zoonosis, and food safety. See, what is antimicrobial resistance? Antimicrobial resistance occurs when a person uses overdoses or low dose, or for example, especially after the consumption of antibiotics. Right? When a person uses antibiotics, then there are chances that antimicrobial resistance will develop. Right? So that's why in every year around 7 lakh people are dying. 7 lakh people are dying because of AMR. 7 lakh people are dying because of antimicrobial resistance. Okay. Then what do you mean by zoonotic diseases? Zoonotic diseases means that are those diseases which are transferred from especially transferred from animals are called as zoonotic diseases. Okay. Next. Basically, One Health concept, the original concept of One Health. The original concept of One Health, it comes that your environment, the animal health, environmental health, and obviously the health of human being. These all are interlinked. So that's why One Health concept, this is One Health concept, they are closely interlinked. So you have to take care of all the things. So here it is also this control of zoonosis means you have to take care of the environment, animal health around, right? Because from animals many times diseases are transferred to India from animals to human beings. So for example, like in case of your COVID-19 or Zika virus, right? Monkeypox, these are zoonotic diseases. Combating antibiotic resistance is also a part. Food safety, it's a part of our human behaviors, how we should, and clean food, right? Hygienic food are also important. Consider the following statements regarding NAVIC. NAVIC is an independent standalone navigation satellite developed by the Indian Space Research Organization (ISRO). It covers whole India's landmass up to 15,000 km from its boundaries. It is being used for public vehicle tracking in India, providing emergency warning to fishermen. Galileo from the European Union, China from Beidou, and QGIS about Japan are some navigation systems having global coverage. So, which of the following statements are correct regarding NAVIC? First thing, it is developed by ISRO. This is right. ISRO has developed NAVIC. That is navigation of Indian constellation. Navigation of Indian constellation. It is NAVIC. Right. It covers in India's landmass up to 1500 kilometers. No, this is wrong. This is 15, not 15,000. It is actually 1500 from the boundary. For example, this is India. So up to 1500 kilometer boundary, NAVIC will provide navigation. It is a local navigation. It provides local navigation. For example, GPS. GPS, it is global positioning services. It has started SPS, that is standard positioning services. It is local, that means it will only provide navigation to India and surrounding countries. It cannot provide, it's a regional navigation system, satellite system. It is not a global navigation satellite system, right? Right. Next, it is being used as a public tracking in India. It provides emergency warning alert system to fishermen. Yes, it can control around 1300 to 1500 fishermen at the similar time. At the same time, it can control the movement of fishermen's trawlers. Because we have a big issue long-standing issue between the fisherman issue between India and Sri Lanka, right? Fisherman issue between India and Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is here, so many times fishermen, they cross the international water border and they captured by the Sri Lankan Navy. So that issue, because the fishermen, they do not exactly don't know their position. Then it is exactly they don't know their position, because because it is a deep water and nobody knows, right? It's a, inside the sea. That's why sometimes they get into the mistake. So this navigation, Navic can monitor them, right? Monitor their movement. So it can be used. So both are right. China's there are, yes, here are these some examples. China's Beidou and Galileo from European Union. They are or Russian GLONASS, for example. They are global navigation system, but QGIS, that is in case of Japan, it is not a global navigation system. It is a regional navigation system. Regional navigation satellite. Regional navigation satellite. So 1 and 3 options will be the right answer. A single cell protein SCP provides opportunity to transform world's agriculture. It provides opportunity to transform world's agriculture. What are the advantages of SCP over conventional food production methods? Low water footprint, considerably less land use, global greenhouse gas reduction. Which of the following statements are true? Single cell protein, SCP. Right. Advantages is low water footprint. Obviously, it is right. It will reduce the water uses. Next, considerably less land use. It has high productivity with low water. Global emission of greenhouse gas reduction. So all the 3 options are right in case of single cell protein. Okay. So what are the single cell protein? Single cell protein are edible unicellular microorganisms. Right. And or the biomass protein that is extracted from the algae, yeast, fungi, bacteria, and they may be used as a ingredient or substitute for protein rich foods. It's suitable for human consumption or as animal feeds, right? So this is that is single cell protein. It is used. But in case of industrial agriculture, where agriculture is done in commercial basis, a huge amount of water is used in that case. Consider the following statements regarding solid state battery. Solid state battery uses solid electrodes, a solid electrolyte instead of the liquid electrolytes found in lithium ion batteries. Solid state batteries are found in solid state battery uses solid electrodes, a solid electrolyte, and instead of liquid electrolytes found in lithium ion batteries. Solid state batteries are used in pacemakers, RFID wearable devices. Energy density in lithium ion battery is higher than solid state battery. So, which of the following statements are correct with respect to solid state battery? It uses solid electrodes. This is right. Solid state solid electrodes and solid electrolyte. In case of lithium ions and liquid electrolytes. Solid state batteries are used in pacemakers. Pacemakers are used in to create heartbeat. Right. It is used in RFID and wearable devices. But energy density in lithium ion battery is not more than solid state battery. Solid state battery is advanced level, so here energy density is more. So third statement is wrong. So 1 and 2 options are right answers. Which of the following are the application of big data? Big data means it is the advanced level of databases that can process a huge amount of data in a particular instance of time. Huge amount of data. Then what are the applications? Applications are drug delivery, drug discovery. Yes, with that data can make drug discovery because you can analyze a huge set of data at the same time. Then abnormal trading pattern analysis, pattern analysis. Any type of information analysis or data analysis can be done in much better in big data. Disease pattern analysis is also right. Supply chain management. So when you see big data, any analysis can be done. Research will be more helpful. So all the applications are right so far as the application of big data is concerned. Ammonia is naturally present in human body and secreted by the kidneys to neutralize excess acid. Ammonia is naturally present in the human body and is secreted by the kidneys to neutralize the excess acid. It is highly soluble in water. It is found in soil and air. It is naturally present in body. Ammonia is naturally present in body. It is secreted by the kidneys to neutralize excess acid. First statement is right. It is highly soluble in water and found in soil and air. It is help in the ammonia is used or it helps nitrogenous compound in the leguminous plants in case of the leguminous plant means legumes, that is the dal that produces dal, right, urod in those plants. It is critical in manufacturing of fertilizers. It is critical in the manufacturing of fertilizers. It is one of the largest volume synthetic chemicals produced in the world. Largest volume synthetic chemical produced in the world, that is ammonia is used, right. So 1, 2, 3 all the statements are right with respect to ammonia. Consider the following statements regarding attention deficiency hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. What is ADHD? ADHD is the neurodevelopmental disorder of childhood diagnosed at an early age, right. Children with ADHD might have trouble in paying attention, controlling impulsive behaviors. ADHD does not last into adulthood. This is wrong. Neurodevelopmental disorder, childhood, diagnosed with an early age, right. What is ADHD? What ADHD is developed in many children or people, because those people who do not get sufficient love and affection at their early age, there is tendency that they will develop attention deficiency hyperactivity. They will be more impulsive, right. They will be more impulsive and aggressive, and no impulsive and aggressive. So in that is called as ADHD, attention deficiency hyperactivity disorder. The child must be dealt very calmly and with love and affection, otherwise chances of ADHD is there. The children with ADHD might have trouble paying attention or controlling impulsive behavior. ADHD does not last into adulthood, right. So last into adulthood, so this is wrong. It lasts up to adulthood as well. That's many years in life. So 1 and 2 options are right. Consider the following statements regarding launch vehicle Mark 3 LMB3 mission. The Indian Space Research Organization has renamed Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle as Launch Vehicle Mark 3. This is wrong. It does not have a fixed orbit, can go anywhere. Geosynchronous Earth orbit, medium Earth orbit, low Earth orbit, missions to moon and sun. Yes, this is right. It is highly powerful. LMB3 is highly powerful. It can take around 8,000 kg to low Earth orbit. Right? It can take around 4,000 kg satellite to geosynchronous orbit, that is around 35,790 km. It is highly powerful. LMB3 is used to launch multiple satellites. Recently, 36 satellites are launched by the OneWave, right? OneWave mission by ISRO. 36 satellites are launched. It's a constellation of satellites, right? So what is this LMB? Initially we have SLV, that is satellite launch vehicle. Satellite launch vehicle. Initially we have SLV. Then we have ASLV, that is augmented satellite launch vehicle. Augmented satellite launch vehicle, ASLV. Then these two are outdated already. They are not used by the ISRO. Then PSLV developed, the workhorse of Indian ISRO space missions, that is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. Then GSLV, then Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle. Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle, that is GSLV, right? So this two only is correct. Two only is correct option. It is right. See, PSLV has, remember, PSLV is the third generation and GSLV is fourth generation. SLV is your first generation and ASLV it is your second generation. PSLV is 4 stage. 4 stage means it is solid, liquid, solid, liquid. There are 4 stages in PSLV. But in GSLV there are 3 stages. 3 stages, that is solid, liquid and cryogenic. Cryogenic. Now what is cryogenic engine? First in solid engine, then liquid engine, then cryogenic. In case of PSLV, first solid engine, then liquid engine, then solid engine, then liquid engine, then cryogenic. What is cryogenic engine? Cryogenic means it is it uses hydrogen fuel. Cryogenics use hydrogen fuel. Cryogenic engine uses hydrogen fuel. Which of the following examples are oxidation of which of the following are the examples of oxidation reaction? Oxidation reaction. The taste of butter changes if left for long time. Wine gets sour with time. A reddish brown powder gets coated on articles made up of iron. This all are oxidation reaction. Oxidation reaction means when oxygen combined with other elements, that is called as oxidation reaction. This led to rust. that is iron oxide. Rust is called as iron oxide, right? So all those statements are right. The taste of butter changes, it becomes sour, wine becomes sour. So all the three statements are right. Consider the following statements regarding DeFi. Regarding DeFi, consider the following statements. That is decentralized finance. DeFi is an umbrella term for financial services on public blockchains. With DeFi, one can do most of the things that the banks support, like earn interest, borrow, lend, buy, insurance, trade, derivatives, assets. It is faster and does not require any third party. Which of the following statements, what are the following statements are true regarding DeFi? So here all the statements are correct with respect to DeFi, that is called as decentralized finance. It's a umbrella term that is for financial services on public blockchains. Blockchain technology is used here, and the person it can earn, it can lend, buy, insurance, trade derivatives, assets, etc. It is faster and does not require any third party. Yes, it does not require any third party. Like in case of cryptocurrency, it is cryptocurrency is application of blockchain technology. It is highly secure, because no third party can involve in there. Central bank digital currency is also highly secure, because some amount of blockchain technology is used in central bank digital currency. So it is no third party can involve in that. Similarly, in case of DeFi or decentralized finance, it is used. Decentralized finance is also highly secure and no third party is involved in it. Consider the following statements regarding telecom spectrum. Globally, the 5G ecosystem is very well developed in 700 MHz band, and as it gives very wide base coverage. Telecom spectrum and very well developed in the 700 MHz band. It is very wide base in the coverage. 700 MHz band, which is best suited for coverage in high density areas. It is ideal for data networks, and consumer led services. Yes, this is right. 700 MHz band can provide a range of 6 to 10 kilometers. Yes, it can provide a range of 6 to 10 kilometers. So all the from the antenna. So it is highly. So this is highly developed. That is 5G technology. 700 MHz band. So 1, 2, 3, all the options are correct. Consider the following statements regarding open network digital commerce. It is very important. Open network digital commerce, ONDC. Open network digital commerce is a government backed project which is aimed at enabling small merchants in India to access processes and technologies that are typically deployed by large commerce platforms. Yes, it is enabling small merchants to get included in the e-commerce system. Access processes and technologies that are typically deployed by large e-commerce platform. So this is the opportunities for the small merchants. Next, it is a public non-profit company established by Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, that is DPIIT. Next is third is Facebook has become the first big tech company to join open network digital commerce. Next, so which of the following statements is correct? No, it is not Facebook, it is Microsoft. Microsoft is the first company which has joined open network digital commerce. It is a government backed project. It is not a non-profit organization. It is right. So it is a government backed project. It is no, this is not public. This is not public. It is a private non-profit section. Private non-profit section. Private non-profit but government backed company. Right. So second statement is also wrong. It is under DIBPT. So 1 and 2 options are right. Next we will see. Consider the following statement regarding consider the following statements regarding IMEI number. IMEI is a unique 10-digit number that is used to identify a device on a mobile network. It is a dual SIM phone will have 2 IMEI numbers. It is practically impossible to alter IMEI numbers on the phone, since any attempt to alter IMEI number will automatically block the device. So which of the following statements are correct? First statement is wrong because there are 15 digits in the IMEI number. In case of dual SIM phone, there are 2 IMEI number. It is right. It is not practically impossible, it is possible. So this is 2 is wrong. So 3 is also wrong. So only statements is right. IMEI is a 15-digit number, and it is possible to alternate the IMEI number, and a dual phone will have 2 IMEI numbers. Consider the following statements. Polio affects mainly under students of 5 years of age. More than 50% of those affected with polio leads to irreversible paralysis. Right. More than 50%. Irreversible paralysis. Okay. This is actually next question is, there is no cure for polio, but it is entirely preventable. Yes, it can be entirely preventable because we have already prevented, for example, in case of India, by taking vaccine. Right, polio vaccine is given. So this is wrong. There is no. Yes, it is. This is right. It is entirely preventable. Third statement is right, and it is not 50%. It is 0.5%. Right. So that is 1 among 200. They suffer infection that led to irreversible paralysis. And polio is, yes, it is mainly affected children under 5 years of age. So 1 and 3 options are right. The polio virus, right? It is caused by polio virus. It's a viral disease. Then consider the following statements regarding West Nile virus. West Nile virus. Birds are the main host of West Nile virus. Yes, West Nile virus it is seen. Birds are the main host in the West Nile virus. Most people who are affected by West Nile virus do not develop any symptoms or may experience mild to moderate illness. It is also right. Vaccine and medicines are available that specifically treat no. In viral disease there is no medicines especially. No specific medicine in case of viral diseases. So 1 and 2 options are right. West Nile virus. Next question. Consider the following statements regarding semiconductors. Semiconductors are materials that are used that have high electrical conductivity between that of conductors and insulators. Yes, obviously semiconductor has conductivity between insulators and the conductors. They are entirely made of silicon. How can you say that it is entirely made of silicon? It is made up of silicon, germanium. There are many semiconductors, so this is wrong. Semiconductor manufacturing unit vulnerable to even tiniest disruptions, whether from dust particles or from distant with earthquakes. Yes, this is right. Highly vulnerable. Even tiniest disruption may cause problems in semiconductor. So 1 and 3 options will be right. And consider the following statements. Consider the following statement regarding lymphatic filariasis. Lymphatic filariasis. It is commonly used as elephantiasis, in which the leg of a particular person will be very big. It is neglected tropical disease. Yes, NTD. It is coming under NTD. Like for example, your another NTD is filariasis or rabies. These are also entities. These are called as parasites called as nematodes or roundworms. Parasite or roundworms, they cause of family Filariidae. This is right. Right. Under lymphatic filariasis, infections occurs when parasites are transmitted to humans by direct contact. No, it is infected by mosquitoes. Mosquitoes they transmit lymphatic filariasis. So third statement is wrong. So 1 and 2 options will be right answer. Consider following statements regarding immunodeficiency virus, that is HIV. Immunodeficiency virus, HIV. HIV is an infection that attacks immune system by destroying body's CD4 cells. Yes, CD4 cells are destroyed. That is the that the CD4 cells are responsible. WBCS, they are responsible for the immune system of a particular person. Typically, the time between HIV transmission and AIDS diagnosis is 10 to 15 years, although it may occur sooner. Next question. HIV does not spread through breast milk. This is wrong. It may spread through breast milk. So yes, second statement is right. It may take 10 to 15 years. AIDS diagnostic. It may take 10 to 15 years. Right. So 2 is right. Which of the following best describes Hayabusa 2 mission? Hayabusa 2 mission, it is a mission to study asteroid Ryugu. I have already explained. It is recently has brought by Japan. It is launched by Japan and has brought around 10 grams of soil from asteroid Ryugu asteroid. It took 6 years. It returned in December 2020. Next, consider the following statements regarding lumpy skin disease. Lumpy skin disease was in news. Lumpy skin disease. Lumpy skin disease is a viral infection in the cattle. Yes, it is a viral infection. It spreads through house flies and mosquitoes. It is also right. And there is no reported cases in India. No. Severely, so many cattle are, huge number of cattle are died in the western India, especially in states like Rajasthan, Gujarat, right? So 1 and 2 options are right. Lumpy skin disease. So the lectures end here, and like this video and share and subscribe to VANIKIAS. Thank you.